Okay, so true colors. Oh my gosh. I am, yeah, as a chaplain in a hospital, I definitely use a lot of color for healing. And it's amazing because people don't know. They don't know that we have the power to create something new. I love that that's the theme for this month. We have the power to create something new. It's not waiting for the doctors to tell you what your life is going to be. And, I'm not discounting any of that, trust me. The most amazing doctors I've ever known and the most spiritual people I've ever known. No, not ever known. Many of them are really super spiritual. And I love that because they see every day that we have the power to help ourselves, even in the most difficult things. And color is one of the greatest supports. So this isn't to talk about the scientific stuff of, the wavelengths and the light molecules and the retina, how you see it from back here, not up here. All of that is true, but you can study all that online. This is a talk about true colors being the life of spirit in us. And it took me a long time when I was studying metaphysics and science of mind and taking classes to really embody the fact that God is within me. It sounded amazing. It sounded so much better than anything I was taught. But how to live from the inside out and believe it. Belief is powerful, right? So believing that I had the power within me, that is God. Amazing. And to practice that. So one of the practices that I did was to see God everywhere. See God everywhere. One of the things I love to do is because we're going to be talking a little bit about color. Oh, I'll say it now. The color that, do you remember in The Wizard of Oz? When the storms were happening and life wasn't very good on the farm. It was hard. Poor Dorothy, she was yelled at all the time. Life wasn't good in the black and white where she was. So I think of that as sometimes when we're distressed, we can even have a thought of distress and it doesn't have to be a devastating life or trauma. Just like, oh man, they really hurt my feelings. What do I do with that kind of feeling? But that can be like the storm too. And then when she lands in the new place, create something new. Dorothy lands in a new place in The Wizard of Oz. And when she opens the door and walks into the magnificent color, it's like life just starts popping in beautiful ways, right? So, oh my gosh, it's so green, lit up with green people, green hair, green everything, green houses, green, the city of Oz. Emerald, green, like green, just so beautiful. We have the power to do that any moment we choose. Got something a little icky? That's Kansas in there. Nobody's from Kansas here, I hope. Please forgive me. It's just the movie. Kansas is beautiful. So just the what it stands for in The Wizard of Oz. So what I do, and especially right now, it's been a practice for a while, is just to think about walking into the magical city of Oz and clicking my heels 3 times. But before I do that, I say, God is I am 3 times. God is I am, God is I am. Can you do that with me? 3 times. Let's say it out loud. God is I am. God is I am. God is I am. Now click your heel 3 times. And then I say, God is you too. God is you too. God is you too. And then click 3 times. Ready? God is you too. God is you too. God is you too. And click 3 times. God is all of us. God is all of us. God is all of us. Click 3 times. Oh, say it first. Yes, God is all of us. God is all of us. God is all of us. Click 3 times. And we are home. Home in ourselves. Home in the wisdom that isn't in the world. It's in us. Inside So much of everything is an inside job, and I'm going to show us a little bit how color can be healing. Does that sound okay with you? Okay? Yes? Thank you. Okay, so, color. Can we put the first slide? This is just something to get out of the way. I'm not going to talk about the science of it. I had a slide for that. It's one of the many, many, many definitions of color. Light is very important to me. The light of God shines bright in this center, and especially the beautiful glass and the colors, and it's just, oh, doesn't it feel good here? Oh my God. Okay, so, and then we're going to get into like the depth of color, and here's a deep statement about color. Can we have the second slide, please? Color is not what it is. Color is what it gives away. What's interesting about color, and the spectrum of color is held back. When you see a red rose, you're seeing an aspect of red that maybe other species don't see, but what's being held back is bigger than what you're seeing. How is that true for us? Could you imagine if everybody could just see all of you and there's nothing to hide? What we see is a teeny tiny portion of what is within us, just like the color world. And so I love that because we can own this, and we can move and shift our energy to be more of who we want to be than what we're just stuck in. That's the power of color. So it's not what it is, it's what it gives away. I told a patient one time, the only thing we can take with us is what we gave. And that's where our heaven meets us, in what we gave. And something about that resonates as deeply true. And so, color. How do we use it? Well, a couple ways that I use color in the hospital is I have people just kind of like choose their favorite color. So if you want to just kind of do this with me, what's your favorite color? Say it to yourself or say it out loud, doesn't matter. And just have your favorite color. You got it? Whatever your favorite color is, you're going to give it a job. It is now your healing color. So if you picked purple, it's now your healing color. And when you give somebody a job, they usually rise up to do it. So for me, I'll use purple as an example. Purple is my healing color now. It went from my favorite color to my healing color. So when it's my healing color, I just breathe in the energy of purple. Purple light, purple energy, purple, just beautiful shades. I kind of go through the shading. I turn it up with bold. I turn it down with pastel. There's degrees, there's different hues. You can use this any way you want, but you have to go in your imagination at first. So purple is a very healing color, and it happens to be my healing color. And so whenever I'm in something I don't want to be in, I just close my eyes and breathe in purple. And as I breathe out, it goes through my body like a river of light. And it washes away anything unwanted and creates space for light and color and spirit to be its full self. So, and I kind of like the image of pouring into me as if I was pouring water into an ice cube tray. There is no effort. You don't push it along. And as you back off from any effort or any attachment, it fills itself, and there's no space that it does not go. How beautiful to just feel bathed in a healing color. And I can tell you 1,000% that when I give this at the hospital, there are patients, I've heard from physical therapists that she goes, what is this about color? Patients are telling me when they're getting therapy that they're bringing their healing color, and they're using a healing color, and then she said, I read your notes and I found out it was you. What is this healing color stuff? And I'm like, the power of suggestion, the power of using something, creating something new, that means not doing the same thing you've done all along. That means having a new thought, lifting up, creating something new means I'm going to try something, because when you step up for yourself, you step up for the experiences that meet you where you are. That is the power that we all have in everything. And so, I have a fear color. When I'm in fear, I have a color that heals that. When I can't sleep, I have a color that I breathe in, and it helps me sleep. You can have a whole support system through color, and there's so much out there. This isn't anything I made up myself, except some of the healing color stuff. But look online, go find out for yourself. It's an extraordinary world, just like Dorothy when she opened up to Oz, and all of a sudden her life was magical. That's the power of color, and your true colors are that. Every one of you. Have you used them? Have you experimented? Today's the day. Create something new by doing something new. What we practice, we get good at. How many of us have practiced fear and got really good at it? How many of us practiced unworthiness and got really good at it? How many of us have practiced standing in your power and speaking a truth? Blue is the color you would use if you want to speak your truth. It's the throat chakra, and it's the color of truth and wisdom. You want to stand in truth and wisdom, or you want to see the truth of you and speak it? Have that difficult conversation, wear a blue sweater. It'll help you. Be aware of blue as your speaking color. So it's a whole world that is so powerful and so beautiful, and I invite you to think about that. So some of the energies of color. It's interesting because, the color black isn't necessarily a color except in art, because it holds us back. It holds back. It doesn't reflect from the light, which is interesting because the darkness of the black color is so profoundly beautiful that is where the light comes in. That is where I call it holy darkness, because that's the holiness of discontent. And when you're discontented in the holiness of black, that is where everything is possible. That is where discovery, connection, possibility, God as powerful ideas. That is the benefit and the power of black. Everything is possible in black because you don't see anything yet. Sometimes we can be led astray by what we see. And white is the color of all of them, reflects the light of every color. So white, how would you use? You would use the color black when you want to sit in what isn't working, when you want to sit there, when you want to feel it, when you want to go there, you want to accept something, because this isn't about pretending life isn't hard at times. We all have difficult chapters in our books of life. It's not about that. It's about when I'm ready to stop crying, or when I'm ready to heal this, or when I'm ready to join life again. When I'm ready, I can help myself, and that's what color does. And then there's silver and gold. Gold is transforming negative thinking, negative patterns. Where we're stuck, we use gold. And one of the most powerful tools that I use is the golden key. I don't know if you've ever read it or heard about it from Emmett Fox. Oh my God. And it's all about keeping your mind on God, the qualities of God. When you can keep your mind on your highest thoughts, you bring in the color gold, and you just continuously speak the qualities of God. What are they? Love, peace, wisdom, joy, happiness. And this has become such a powerful tool that patients are really healed by. They can get a hold on the spinning, the negative spinning. How we can start telling stories that aren't even true? Something happens, we're activated, we're triggered, and then before you know it, we're running down a hill of fear. No, No, you lift up to the highest idea, the highest thoughts. The highest thoughts are God thoughts. God loves us, does not want anybody to be separate or struggling. That is such a false idea. I always say this. It's like, if it doesn't feel like love, it isn't divine. If it doesn't feel like love, there's some kind of human element in that. And that's why we come to Centers for Spiritual Living, because we want the love. We trust the love. We believe in the love, not the difficulty. There isn't anything here that wants you to be and live a difficult life. We have so much love and support in these centers, and it's just so beautiful that you're here, and I'm so blessed to know that you love yourself enough to come and get fed. You are hungry for truth, and this is where you get fed. So, the golden key. The golden key. Okay, I have an issue right now, but I'm looking over here instead of over here. Or I'm looking up instead of down. You know, I always say, look at the sky. The sky is a blanket over all of us. It is non-judgmental. The blue sky is filled with possibility for us if we can lift ourselves. Lift, lift, lift. So what I did was I brought my little shop back there, and I created a little golden key. The pamphlet is there with everything about the golden key. And I made bookmarks with the golden key, but the coolest thing is that I made a comprehensive list of God qualities. This is a laminated card with both sides of God qualities. So if you want to practice the golden key and you just keep going, God is love, God is, God is this, God is that, there's a comprehensive list of God qualities that we normally don't think of that will really help with the healing process, and I have proof that works. So just saying that, and please, just know that whatever you give yourself as a new way of being, as a new thought, as a new commitment to healing something, that, you have the power to do that. And it's pretty magnificent when you align with something, you line up with something more than what you have done that has brought sadness or more fear or the storytelling that is not supportive of your highest and best good. So, are you with me? Yes. So, I love that image of the Emerald City. The Emerald City is within us. And I always say, we look for God the way a fish looks for water. It doesn't know it's in water until it's out of the water going, oh my God, what is that? I have to get back there. I can't breathe out here. That's how we are with spirit. That's how we are with love. That's how we are with the beauty of God. This is our true colors, are the ocean. Our true colors. And we are so against ourselves. That's why we need the golden key. We need tools. We need ways to get in touch with the way God sees us. Love doesn't not be love and just comes down and starts messing with people. Pure love stays pure love. It's our thoughts about what's other than that. It's our stories. It's many times it's not even our voice or our thought that we carry through our life and take ourselves away from good because of it. Time to heal all that. No. That stuff makes us sick. No. Breathe in purple light. Fill yourself with the beauty and wisdom and Emerald City. You know what I love about green is green holds us to the earth as it springs forth new life. Green is life. Green is abundance. You want more abundance in your life? Start wearing and thinking about green. These are aspects of God. God's beautiful healing is a thought away, a color away, a breath away. It's powerful. So powerful. And when we love ourselves, we care about how we feel. And to feel the best, you can use color. So I have just a couple. If you want balance in your life, use orange. Eat an orange mindfully. Orange is the color that Buddha decided that the monks would wear in their holy robes so they can be stable and in harmony and in the balance of what they are there to be, give, and do. Powerful. Orange. Pink is unconditional love. You need to love up on yourself. Send yourself some pink hearts. You have a sore foot, send a stream of pink hearts. Watch them heal. Go to your imagination. It's the greatest gift we have. Red. If you're either angry, turn the shade down to pink. You can go from red to pink. I was so mad. Coming here, I was angry with my husband. We had a fight. We fixed it before I left, but I was still mad. I still carried it. I was just like, ooh. What happens? I lined up with getting a speeding ticket. And I've never got one in my life. So that was on the way here. And so I'm like, I was so blessed by that ticket. The cop thought I was crazy. And he said, because it showed me how out of alignment I was in my anger. I stayed there like 40 minutes of my drive. And I was just like, oh yeah, no. I know how to do this. I get stuck like everybody else. But I know how to get out quicker. Not quicker, quickly for me. I don't know about anybody else. I can get out of it quickly because I know how to do that. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve. So there we go. So I thanked the officer for giving me the ticket. I said, thank you so much. You really helped me today. And he was like, that's not normally what I hear, but okay. I was so thankful, and I decided to call my husband and tell him I loved him. And I said, I got a speeding ticket. He goes, what? And I said, not only am I more mindful about driving the right speed, but I realized how out of alignment I was with who I choose to be and how I teach to be. And I don't want that energy in me. So I healed it quickly, and I thought of the color red, and I literally saw it floating out of my car. I know it's crazy, but it works. I just saw the color red floating out of my car. That was my anger leaving, and then I was driving over it. It's like, see ya. Yeah, you're not a part of me. I don't hold that. I know how dangerous it is to hold a lot of negativity. Can't do it. I have as much space as possible inside for love, for healing, for light, including me. Trust me, I use this on myself all the time, just like I expressed to you. I don't want to line up with being angry, especially with my beloved husband of 30 years who I adore. And I was leaving like that. That's not cool. I fixed it right away. Boom, done. I called him up, and he was just like, oh, I love you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm like, me too. That was so dumb. Anyway, just, a little TMI, but it makes a point, right? It makes a point. Who doesn't get angry? We all get angry. Who doesn't want to just breathe that out? You don't have to get a ticket to get back in alignment. It's so wild how that works. And so as soon as I lined up with other than that, I had the best drive. I thought of just love and happiness. I saw all the beauty driving here. It's so beautiful here. And I was lined up with something else, something wanted. And I released the unwanted. And so I think when you're on a spiritual path, as all of you are, or you're seeking, the thing to remember is stuff still happens. And we still have difficulty. But wouldn't you want to just flip it over in 5 minutes rather than keep it and tell stories about it and all of a sudden hate is loving on you because that's what you're holding? No. You want to be like the colors. What are you giving away? What was I giving away that the police officer found? My energy. That was out of alignment with joy and freedom. So, color. And there's, I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to have to stop. I could talk all day, but I'm gonna stop here with just a little thought about one last slide. This is from A Course in Miracles, And this is a great self-assessment to go, what am I not giving? Only what you are not giving can be lacking in any situation. That's deep. It's not them, it's me. It wasn't the police officer, it was me. It's not somebody else. What you carry inside belongs to you no matter who gave it to you. You're taking it. You can use color, light, color, joy, healing. So let's step into our own Emerald City with a prayer. So we open ourselves up to the colors. And you are not only colors, God, you are the creator of colors. And the creator of colors lives in each and every one of us. And so we feel the beauty of what color gives to us on a daily basis and just kind of set an intention to notice it more. Maybe do some chakra work or the golden key or just breathe in your healing color to breathe out anything unwanted in you. Do not carry the story. We just give it up now. And that's what prayer does as a bridge to what's wanted. And so I just appreciate so much the ways that we can be okay in times and moments and spaces where we don't feel okay. And that we can create something new. And so that is because we are creators, because we are made in the image and likeness of God. And that is what she has given to us. And so we take this day and take this opportunity to heal and be healed and to settle into what's true colors for us. And so we give thanks for God, for the world, for the colors, for the absence of colors, which leads us to more beautiful colors in our life and in ourselves. And for this we are blessed. For this we are grateful. And so I just give thanks, and with a full and colorful heart, I just say thank you, God. And I release this prayer into the laws of the universe that give us and gift us with opportunities to learn and grow and become more. And so we just rest in that space, and we trust it all is all well now. And so it is.